right there. We all wanted this battle, right? These brands right here have the biggest market share with the drivers. I know this doesn't include Cobra, it doesn't include Wilson, Cleveland, Trixon, but right now, these three right here in terms of driver market are the big boys. And this is the head-to-head battle. The TaylorMade, the Callaway Elite driver, and the brand new Ping driver. What is gonna come out on top? And I'm going to say something right now. That Ping was one hell of a driver when I tested it. It's going to take a lot to take it off its perch. But first up, let's hit one with the TaylorMade. A little bit out the heel, but you're not going to grumble about that when you're playing golf. So what we're looking at today in terms of data, we're going to be looking at dispersion, ball speed, carry, and club head speed. Let's have a look how this one actually fared, right? This is let the gauntlet down. We'll also include spin rate in there as well. So 3-4 spin, a little bit out the heel. Carry, 254. Let's have a dart through some of this. My hands won't work, it's so cold. Ball speed, 156. Total, 270. I'm not too bothered about total, to be fair, because we don't know how it's going to roll out. We're all about carry. Let's get on with the next one. We all know every single driver brand has a load of spiel, right, when it comes to the technology. So in summary, TaylorMade this year was a lower CG projection, and essentially that's to improve spin numbers, therefore have a big impact on ball speed and overall carry. Now, in terms of my game, that could be a really good thing. I'm a big fan of finding the heel of a driver, so if something's going to bring that spin down a little bit, that's going to help me, and they're all about optimizing it. So that was TaylorMade. And I guess the reason why I'm doing this is not only to see which is like best between all of them, but also, is the technology good? Does it actually work for that club? And which piece of technology is best for my game? Which piece of technology is best for your game? And I guess we will definitely find that out as I hit them. Callaway, different shaping this year, more carbon, and you had this introduction here on the back to customize your ball flight. But the essential overall summary, better shaping, improved club head speed, and a 10 times face. Now on that adjustability note, Callaway has it, TaylorMade doesn't. A lot of people on the review that I did in the head-to-head battle of these two were like, adjustability doesn't bother me. Now that surprised me. Like, it would bother me into the sense of, okay, I want to make it more draw bias, I want to make it more fade bias. Yes, it is slightly negligible, the effect that it does have, but it does have an effect. And finally, another actually on that adjustability note, Ping also has that. Story for Ping this year is about more club head speed. And I'll be honest, right? When I heard Ping had increased the length of their standard shaft to 46 inches, I was a bit like, whoa, hello, Ping. It's a strange thing for them to do when they're built on forgiveness. This seriously impressed me. So their whole idea this year is about more club head speed. Longer shaft. Does that compromise control in comparison to these two? And that's kind of what I'm really interested in, because this driver really excited me. I didn't expect it to suit my game, because in the past Ping's been far too spinny, but it did. Okay, in fact, you know what? Let's go next shot, because my hands are getting cold, with the Ping. It's really making me laugh this. The last time I hit all these drivers, I was in the Spanish sun. Now I've got 5 more layers on, and the first time I filmed since the blooming snow. Yes, since the snow. My game actually feels all right, to be fair. Maybe the rest and lack of hitting balls has actually done it some good. Right, this feels madly long in comparison. That head looks so good for a Ping. Like, just come here, I need to show you that actually. I didn't mention this in that initial review, but I like how sort of it looks smaller. I'll show you against those two in a second, but that looks good, doesn't it? That looks good. I did think they would lose these, I think they're called turbulators. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're called turbulators. Yeah, I think they're called turbulators on the top, but they haven't. They've kept him. So let's hit this one away. First one with the Ping. I'm waiting for the comment that this shaft's nearly as tall as me. Strange, because I use like 44 3/4. That's usually the length of mine. Right, here we go. Ah, oh, how good's that? And the improved noise. That's slightly out the toe. What are we talking numbers here? 279 total. Hello. I'm not bothered about the total though. 250 carry. Little bit high on the spin front. Let's hit another one. Let's move into the next driver. Now, there's been much debate this year on the looks of drivers. A lot of people are saying this looks like it's on a package set. I think it's a bit harsh. A lot of people were preferring the look of the TaylorMade over the Callaway. But my question to you is right now, like, look what I was mentioning there. See how like much more smaller the head looks in a good way. It doesn't look small, but in a good way. The Ping over, I would say, even the Callaway and the TaylorMade. But based on looks, down the ball there, I know there's no ball, but you know what I mean. Which one are you like, yep, you know what? That's the one I would buy based on looks. And I'll show you from the underneath too, once you sort of quick look at that, Callaway on the right. And if I turn them upside down, Callaway, TaylorMade and pink. Which one are you thinking? I'm pink all day for me. Absolutely pink all day. I never thought I'd say that. I've been a TaylorMade fanboy for a few years, but that pink, go on, let's see which one comes out on top. Okay, we've hit one with the pink, one with the QI35. It's now time to hit one with the Callaway. Bit of a gimmick thing, but best name out of those three. Now I can pronounce it. I'm looking back on that review that I did, Elite. Sorry, I know you all did me for that. So yeah, it's got to be this. I mean, G the same, QI the same. Here we go. Okay, first one with the Elite. Done it again. Elite. Definitely more high pitched, that noise. It's a little bit on the right, that. The wind's off the left slightly. It's a good hit though. It's a good hit. Right, let's hit a load more consecutively so we can get loads of data to look through. Oh, gonna hit that by the way. Oh yeah, that's the flight we want to see. I would take that all day. Little peely fade off centre, right off. Surprising, not as good as I thought. Oh yes. They're like carbon copies of each other. Aim down the left, cut it in. It's like watching the Grant video with Tiger. Maybe that's a bit far. Now two with the QI35. A bit on the right, that. Now, I saw one of the comments that was, Alex, why did you leave shots in that you hit out the heel? Well, I'm not going to fudge it, am I? Like, I'm going to hit the heel, you're going to hit the heel, it's going to happen. And also, like, I want to go through the comments personally, so I know what videos you want to see next. Hence, why we're doing this video. And yeah, my heel is my bad shot. I wish I didn't have to say it, but it's honest. There we go. That's when you get the middle. Left half. A little bit lower. Right. Now two with this one. Two away with the pink. Oh. Is it acceptable moment to sing Whitney Houston off the Titanic, I Will Always Love You? Sorry, I know, that's really quite cringe. But I'm just loving this driver. 156, a little bit on the slow side actually, that surprises me. Wonder how these averages are stacking up. Right, we've got one more with the ping, and then let's see what the average is stacking up like with 2 shots to go with each. Oh, a little off the bottom. But we'll keep it in there. We'll keep it in there. Dead straight, to be fair. Oh, it's going to harm the averages. On that point, let's have a look at these averages right there. So, it's a green. Here we go. Callaway, 246 carry. My pink, my favourite, 239. Now, we'll add in there, I did miss one off the bottom, but I'm going to keep it in there because I could miss one out the next few on the Callaway and the TaylorMade. So that's what we're looking at here. The QI35 is winning it in terms of distance. Let's have a look at it in terms of ball speed. QI35 just winning that one. Let's look at it in terms of, where is it? Spin rate. There we go. Spin rate right where we want it to be for me. 2.5. That goes back to the tech, a lower CG projection. And in terms of dispersion, the Callaway and, let's say, this tight one here is the Callaway. This really tight circle here is Callaway. This next blue is ping. And this green right here is the TaylorMade. So even though it's a little bit longer, right now it's a little bit bigger dispersion. Okay, so we've got enough data. I keep saying this, everyone says you need to hit enough shots, and I really want to make sure this test is valuable, because if you're going to spend the best part of $1,000 on a driver, maybe more, you want to know that it's been tested properly. I still say it, I do prefer the looks of this. The data is surprising me. Maybe I'm getting cold and that's just what's happening a little bit. So let's just get on with it, right? Oh, it's a little bit on the right. Seems to be the theme there. A little bit heely again. Oh, that's how I hit it in Spain. That is how I hit it in Spain. That is a shot and a half. That has just absolutely bolted those averages right into the mix. That's my dispersion, by the way. Right there, it's not too bad actually. A little bit less that low on a hit. Okay, date on the last one there, 157 ball speed. I wonder what that carry was, a 256 carry. That is what it's about. Spin's still a little bit high. Spin's still a little bit high. That's really harming it today. Maybe it's the range balls, to be fair, but it's the same balls with every single one of these drivers, so the test is fair. Okay, which one to go with? Let's go Callaway. Callaway 2 coming up. That was middle and middle. I drew. Wowzers. That was good. That was really good. Oh, that was so out the heel. That's seriously going to harm the dispersion. Oh my God. Look where I hit this. Yeah, I guess we had this at the ping, right? That's where I hit that. That was a cold swing, that. So we're going to leave it in because we had one with the ping. God, that felt cold. That was smoked. The best one. And notice, right, that goes a lot higher than the Callaway and the ping. That was good. Oh my God, you need to look at this data. That was unreal. That was unreal. 2.7 spin, like we mentioned, that's one of the big bits of the tech, right? 261 carry. So good spin rate is what this is all about. Interesting to know if we've got a good clubhead speed with the ping, and do we get a good clubhead speed with the Callaway in relation to this? Whew, one to go. There's a clear winner at the minute. Right, let's hit one more. We'll go through all of this data. I can get my hands back on that cup of coffee because I am gold. Oh, it's straight as a die, but that's so out the heel. That's ruined me blowing dispersion on the face. God, that's impacted it. I can feel it in my hands. I didn't think that was even possible. But to be fair to it, that's like the fairway. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. It was hit there. The rest of them have been there. That was it there. Right, averages time. Let's start with dispersion. The big green circle is TAYLORMADE. This circle right here, and I've actually highlighted that shot there, that was the heel that I hit with the Callaway. That's this one. And the tightest dispersion goes to ping, right? That was one of the TAYLORMADE ones I hit, 263 carry. Another TAYLORMADE one I hit there, 261 carry. Now, I want to have a look at the clubhead speed because I mentioned Callaway's different new shaping. Ping went for a longer driver shaft. I know it wasn't really part of TAYLORMADE's story this year, but what's the clubhead speed? Callaway, okay, that's really interesting. Fair play. 108.3, Ping's got it by 108, well, 0.1, 108.4. So in terms of tech, all that jargon, fair play, because it's 2 miles an hour faster I swung those two compared to this. Now, arguably, maybe I didn't find the center. We'll see that now. Let's have a look at some other pieces of data. Let's go spin rate. Great spin. These are a little on the high side. Remember, we're using the same golf ball. And then finally, this one right here. I want to have a look first. Okay. Callaway, 241. Ping, 241. QI35, 246. So arguably I found the middle more efficient with the QI35. I will always love you is not the driver. They're going so much shorter than in Spain, by the way. Right, guys, that is the review of some of the top 3 drivers of this year so far. Don't forget, we've got the Ping driver review out earlier this week, and we're going to have the ultimate driver review, which will be Callaway, Ping, TAYLORMADE, Cobra, Wilson, Srixon, Cleveland. God, that's 8 drivers. Oh, and Tour Edge. That's 8 drivers. Can't do maths. Hands are cold. 8 drivers. That's mad. I'm looking forward to doing that. So make sure you subscribe and turn the bell so you don't miss it.